All right, you guys, are we upside down again? We are upside down. Let me see if I can fix this, because last time I started and it wasn't even started. I never had that happen before, but now I get it where everybody's like, I'm gonna wait for a minute when I go live and make sure that we're rolling. All right, it's movable. Yeah, I think it's upside down. So, shoot. Well, I guess I could turn it around, but then I don't know if you guys can hear me as well. Yeah, let's go with it. Let's go with it. I'll come over on this side. All right, sorry, technical difficulties, but we're going to get started here on XLM, you guys. XLM. I don't know really honestly what has taken me so long to do this video, yet I think it goes with the XLM kind of, personality and energy. So look closely in your life and see these energy patterns and as they manifest. So, okay, before I even get into XLM, I want to just say right away, we have some very interesting similarities to mainly Ethereum and Cardano as well, but mainly Ethereum. And I think that's so cool. Now, the first thing is that they both have the sun in Leo, right? So this is good. Okay, this is that loyal Leo lion, the loyal, it's a leadership. They're all about recognition. This is very good to have for a coin sun sign, obviously, because if it's good for ETH, it's good for XLM. So the midheaven is also, we'll talk about that later. But, this is the sun sign, all they want, their main thing here is about, leading and recognition and just very bullish, even just looking at that in itself. Okay. I do want to just mention when we have the sun in Leo and the moon in Virgo, that's actually essentially the same exact thing, but flipped as Cardano. So Cardano has let me double check here. Yeah, the sun in Virgo and the moon in Leo. So thought that was really interesting. Okay. Now, Ethereum also has an Earth moon. It's just in Capricorn instead of Virgo. But being at 27 degrees at Capricorn, I think is good, is really good. Again, that just means that on the inside, XLM wants to work. It's just all it really, wants to do. It's mood, it's moods, it's energy, it's emotional. If you could say, it's emotional side, if you want to go that far, however you want to see it. But that has to do with getting stuff done, if you know what I mean. Okay, so that's why we have the King of Pentacles here. I mean, this is again these earth signs. It's saying to rotate my device. Is this okay? I don't know if it's gonna work out well, but oh well. So there can be there is a tendency for self-doubt. I think during the middle here, I'm doubting this, going live, but that's okay. So again, practical, analytical, hardworking, there's this kind of pristine energy to XLM, which I love. And I'm not surprised to get the Justice card like first here. Okay. Because there's a lot of themes that have to do with fairness and justice. Unlike XRP, which you could consider like the sister, or the brother of XLM. Not only do they both start in X, but they're made by the same guy and they're somewhat similar, although not really. XLM we know is decentralized, XRP is not. XLM is definitely more of a people's coin, where XRP is more of a big banker's coin. And we just have, of course, our open source, decentralized payment network, cross-border transactions. You look at Stellar's history, which is interesting and notable. Right away, in the beginning, before even XLM was a thing, when the coins, when the cryptocurrency was called Stellar, in the very beginning, they gave away 25% of their Stellar to nonprofits. Okay, they made some upgrades in 2015. They partnered with IBM in 2017, and this year, partnering with Ukraine, having a big bump from the Ukraine deals. So I want to look at, we have the guiding planet of Jupiter. Okay. So even though there's again kind of this stability that we have for, we go through these really long periods, where there's not so much of these bumps and then there is, and there's some aspects of stability, but we still have Jupiter as a guiding planet. So there's a lot of ambition, a lot of skill. There's just a lot of, again, kind of this getting SHIT done. There's also a lot of prestige and power themes throughout the chart of XLM. Okay. Going deeper, we have the North Node in Libra. Okay. This is interesting. This is again that social justice, diplomacy, social issues, and putting others first. Okay, there is a little bit though of kind of this almost selfish and impulsive side that can also come through. Okay, now what we have here, the North Node in Libra, is something that Michelangelo had, Isaac Newton had, and Thomas Edison also had. So if that says something, if that doesn't say something, then I don't know what does. Okay. They're very good at taking, I think, really good care of themselves. And again, that's a theme that you have with the Virgo moon. They take very good care of themselves. They're going to protect their organization here, which is good. They're very responsible, and I love that. And it's not, again, just taking good care of yourself, even though there is that aspect of caring about the self-care, self-love, self-promotion. But again, there's that kind of give back aspects, that a theme, I would say, more than just aspects. There's more of a theme. Okay, we have Sun Square Ascendant, which Bitcoin and Ethereum also had. Another thing I want to note, guys, when you're looking at the numerology here, we've got so many threes and so many eights. So what I'm getting from that is, number one, from the threes, it's creation, creative. Everything's at 3 degrees or 1 degrees. So again, you have this leader aspect, and you also have creative, doing new things, gonna be doing a lot of new things. We'll just put it that way. So again, this Sun Square Ascendant is at 3 degrees. This again, kind of the same as Ethereum and Bitcoin. It can take a while to develop, and it's kind of like this awareness can come about later on, but then once it's going, it's on fire. And again, I want to pull back attention. I kind of skipped over that ascendant in Scorpio. The ascendant in Scorpio is something that also Ethereum has, and this is this deep wealth of talent, almost hidden talent. So this explains why you have Ethereum, which can go a long time, kind of, oh, not doing enough, not doing anything price wise, or like having a little bit of issues. And then later on, poof, boom, what issues, we're doing just fine. And it's kind of like, it's a lot of intensity at once. And I think it can kind of go in spurts. I've kind of noticed that as well here. And with this aspect, that's also kind of the same thing with the Sun Square Ascendant. It could take a while, but then when it gets going, it really gets going. Okay, we have the Sun conjunct midheaven as well. Same, that 1%. And I believe the others, I can't remember exactly. I think Bitcoin, Ethereum, Cardano maybe have these two. This is 1 degrees conjunct the midheaven, Sun conjunct midheaven. Again, leadership all over this aspect. Okay, a lot of Prince. This is it kind of does speak to, there's some aspects here where yeah, you can kind of see that it's not the absolute number one, but it wants to be, and it's kind of got these power struggles almost with you could say the parents or the leaders above it at this time, which would be anything that's bigger and better at the time. So you look at your Bitcoins and your Ethereums and your Cardanos and things like that. So but really, when it comes down to it, I mean, this is still success. Sun conjunct midheaven. Again, these same aspects that they have, it gets to the point where it's on fire. Even if it's the little sister, or the little brother, and again, there's some impulsivity that can come through on some of these aspects. It can be impulsive. That's why, again, you see these crazy spurts, every once in a while. And when it's on fire, it's on fire. Okay, there's that ego. There's Mars conjunct ascendant, which is, again, more impulsiveness, a lot of ego, which, again, you guys, for a coin, ego is a good thing. There's Mars square, midheaven, again, 3 degrees, again, creativity. This is, again, once it realizes who it is and it really starts kind of sinking into who it is and acting upon who it really can be, it can be very dominant, very aggressive. You see the fire. You see the fire with the Mars square midheaven, Mars conjunct ascendant. That's good. Again, fire is good for coins. Okay. We also have this aspect of Jupiter conjunct the midheaven. There's a little bit of, actually a little bit of like this balance of being conservative and being progressive. There's very much this ethical leadership. Again, we have that justice theme coming out. This is, and again, it totally contrasts with the issues and the downsides, which there really are none that I'm seeing here at all for XLM. So that makes me happy. I am invested in XLM, and with XRP, I gave it a chance. I wanted to do the coin to kind of help me realize, and I thought it was maybe a little bit better than I had thought, but ultimately, the problem with XRP, it comes down to there could definitely be issues with power struggles and unfairness and taking advantage of people, manipulating people. All of those things were themes that kept coming up with XRP. And you have the creator of XRP, got out of XRP to create XLM. So, there's these hints. This is all coming through, again, not making this stuff up. You can check any of these aspects on your own and look them up and learn about them if you don't know about them already. So again, there's a little bit of idealism that can come through. There's this tends to be spiritual, and yet Pentacles, it's going to be able to make money off the fact that it's helping people. And I think I think what's going to happen with this is, and it's going to really come into, again, the kind of this self-awareness after a while, it's going to come into this awareness of that as its personality. It's going to know that's what it is, and it's going to kind of make it more of its personality and its what's the word, like perception of what it is. People are going to know that, and people are going to love it even more, because of that fact. There's a lot of power, there's a lot of influence, and again, a lot of intensity with the Jupiter conjunct midheaven. That is perfect. That means the environment for growth is going to be conducive. And it's always going to be changing things up. Okay. And one last thing I just want to say before we go, we do have this Jupiter. A lot of Jupiter signs here can be very positive, but this is a square, but it's with the ascendant. Has to do with the life path and the way that it's going about it, the way that it's perceived. Again, is kind of this binging. For a while it'll be, just kind of going sideways and not doing as much, and then all of a sudden, boom, 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 boom. It's like, careful, it's like almost overdoing it at those times. So don't worry, when it's not doing things, because it's got a very long-term, again, bullish growth here, even if it again kind of doesn't seem like it at times, just like Ethereum. Ethereum is the highest growth in my portfolio right now, for sure. Has not always been that way at all. So again, it has those periods, and don't get sucked down into, being negative about those periods. So kind of overall through its life, again, a lot of persistence, possibly even arrogance, a lot of success, big leadership ability, definitely coming through with the justice. There's again this element of, somewhat sideways, somewhat stability for a while, and then boom, 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 go right to the top, maybe if not the very top, then definitely in the top family. I think that, these princes and this princess, of both swords and cups, again, it might take a while to get there, but it's going to be in the royal family, if that makes sense, if that resonates with you. So let me know what you guys think. Much love, many blessings. Take care, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.